In today's video, I'm going to break stuff, which is par for course, but this time I'm going to do it on purpose. Sometimes I do it on purpose. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watch Me Work live stream number 226 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel, where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for building and maintaining Joomla sites. I also work on Joomla sites, build them, maintain them, update them, migrate them. So if you're looking to hire someone short-term or long-term, or just to get you out of a spot, send me an email, tim@cybersalt.com, and let's talk. As usual, our video today is brought to us by our channel sponsor, mysites.guru. Do you have a Joomla site? Head on over to mysites.guru, get a free site audit for it, and you'll see lots of tools and information that'll save you time and money managing one or multiple Joomla sites. We're actually going to end up there looking at a new tool in a little bit. So, excuse me, mysites.guru. I have a little bit of a tickle from a cold I had last week, but we will go through. All right. Yeah, Mary says, woohoo, breaking things on purpose. Hello, Mary, Johan, William, Ivor, Bjorn. Good to see you guys today. It's been pretty busy here at CyberSalt World Headquarters. Susan and I were just up at the not at the crack of dawn. Hours before the crack of dawn. We were out to take our daughter and grandson to the airport after they were here for a nice week. So we had a really good time with them, and our whole family, except for our son-in-law, who's doing some military training right now, we're all together for my birthday last Saturday. So that was really good. Bjorn says, nothing new. We see you break things so we don't have to. Yes. So it's been real busy around here, and I've been keeping up with some work, but anyways, back here and looking forward to having some fun today. All right, so let's turn our attention to the screen, and which button do I click here? It will be that one. Now, so I'm going on the Basic Joomla Tutorials website today. I'm not really using this website much. It's a great placeholder for my domain, and it was a nice site that I can break. Something's not working on this consistently. I keep losing the background picture on this site, but we'll figure it out. But I just had Gunnar, it's one of my employees, just fixing up the CSS and stuff here. So it looks really good with the background, and it looks good with without the background, I guess. All right, so I'm going to break Joomla 5 today. I'm going to break it playing around with the Backward Compatibility plugin. We're going to talk more about what that is. But basically, think of it this way. Joomla 4 has a certain dialect. And Joomla 5, the coding that is, and Joomla 5 has a dialect. Now, a dialect is sort of, if here I am on the west coast of Canada, when I would come out here for holidays before we moved out here, someone told me that, or maybe when I first moved out here, they talked about a tool that they had, and they said, it's broken, it's no good, just throw it into Chuck. And I was like, well, what have we got against Chuck? But as it turns out, that Chuck is a term out here in the West Coast for the ocean. All right, so I didn't know that. It's a different dialect. Chuck means something else. A bunch of different things, but there's an added meaning here. So basically, I needed some translation or interpretation of that. And that's what's happening with the Joomla 5 Backward Compatibility plugin. There's a new dialect for some of the programming in Joomla. And so in order for Joomla 5 to not break anything from Joomla 4, the Backward Compatibility plugin was created. And so if there's if there's an extension that is using Joomla 4 jargon, basically the Backward Compatibility plugin changes it so that Joomla 5 can understand it and everything works. And so what we're seeing in recent weeks is that since Joomla 5 came out, is that more and more extension developers are converting, updating, whatever the proper term is, they're changing their extensions so that they're using the Joomla 5 dialect, and which is great. Because as you can imagine, if you've ever, and I've had this experience when I've been preaching before to an audience that does not speak English, I would say everything, and then an interpreter would say everything back in the language. One time it was Arabic, another time it was Spanish, and that, anyways, that can slow the process down. So eventually, what's going to happen is that all Joomla extensions are going to be using the Joomla 5 dialect, and then we'll be able to turn this plugin off, which will be great because it's going to speed things up. There will be no more checking, hey, what did you say? This is what he said. What did you say? This is what he said. It will just, everything will be talking. But we're not there yet. And, and I wouldn't I'm not panicked about that because as we've seen with Joomla 3 and with Joomla 4, as the early versions bump up a little bit, like, Joomla 5.01 or 5.1 or, yeah, I guess it'd be 5.01. As all of these things come on board, and as we move along, it's just going to get better and better. So Joomla 3 is awesome. Joomla 4 is killing it, and Joomla 5 is going to be fine too. So there's, like for instance, right now in Joomla 5, there's a lot of extension developers sorting out the dark mode for their extensions. In fact, there's some extension developers who I know have been very growly about the dark mode being a certain way, and I've noticed in some of their extensions they've missed some things. So anyways, that's it. That's it in a nutshell. So we're going to take a look at that today and talk about the compatibility plugin. Then later on, too, related to the compatibility plugin, I'm going to test Stage It, see if it works on Joomla 5. I think it does. Someone emailed me and said, hey, when will it be ready for Joomla 5? Because they're having problems, but I want to test it. All right. I just noticed, too, like I've got this creepy Tim looking over my shoulder here. That is weird. I can't move that far over, so he's pointing at me. But there you go, creepy Tim. All right. William, thank you for the belated birthday greetings. Yes, Ivor just got a message that Raxo is out with version 2.03. That's modules that I like, and it's compatible. It's compatible for Joomla 5, so that's cool. All right, so here we are. Let's log in the back of the site here. I saw this earlier as an update for JCE Pro. I'll install that later on. Let's go to our home dashboard here, and then we're going to click plugins. And I have my computer is set to dark mode, and so therefore I'm getting dark mode in Joomla 5. I hope that's okay for following along. If it really bothers you, I can change my computer to light mode. Anyway, so we're here in dark mode. Now, this is, hi, Alan, good to see you, and Josh. Yeah, Josh says dark mode sucks in J5. Yeah, I think there's going to be a button coming out here pretty soon that gets rid of it. So, so let's see here. In fact, I'll tell you what. Since it's in lots of my videos, I'm just on my computer here. I'm going to change my computer to be light mode. There we go. That's what we're used to. A little bit brighter. Although, I guess if someone's watching this at night, that would be a bit of a pain. All right, so the backward compatibility plugin is right here. It's look at that. Alphabetically, it's the first one with a B. Hey, look, they snuck a U in there as well. Do the states spell behavior with a U? Well, we do up here in Canada. But anyways, to find it, you can just go to. You could also do this. You could filter. And so just go back, and there we go. And let's take a look inside the backward compatibility plugin here. You'll see if you use extensions which are not using current Joomla coding standards, then this plugin, when enabled, will provide backward compatibility to the prior major version. So here you can switch class aliases. You can switch ES5 assets. Who the heck knows what that is? Oh. ES5 assets, which has resulted in an exception. The assets provided are empty but prevent the exception. I don't know what an ES5 asset is. All right. And removed assets. All right. Activate this option if your extension requires removed assets, which has resulted in an exception. The assets provided are empty but prevent the exception. So even here at the backward compatibility, I guess if there's some asset, I don't understand this. Like I said, I've said before, I'm a lover, not a programmer. So, but here's different things that we can turn off. Although what's really important is that before we play around with this, we need to have access to our control panel, to your some way to enable this if turning it off breaks it. Because if turning off this backward compatibility breaks the back end of your site, you're not going to be able to go and turn it on. And then it's like, what do I do? Now, one of the ways that you could do is test on a copy of your site, a staging copy. So like you could use Stage It to make a copy of your site and then play around with that. But I want to show you a really cool tool that is in mysites.guru and is a great workaround for that. So here in mysites.guru, here's my page for basic Joomla tutorials. And let me just close something here so we can see chat. Backend should not break at all, Bjorn says. Famous last words. Possibly. I know that when Olivia was on here, he said we probably should have that. Because for instance, a module, an admin module might break it. But he said make sure you have access to this. So, and Bjorn says something needs to be override for J5 dark mode to work for full, but it does rest the eyes, yes. All right, so basic Joomla tutorials. Here's everything I've got, some recommendations, some things that I can do. So like for instance here, I left template module position preview mode, it's on. So I just check this button right here behind my ear and fix that. But what we want to see is we go over to the full audit, and this is the last audit that was done on my site, November 5th. But we look, here's a tool here. Check files that might need Joomla 5 compatibility plugin to work, and it says beta. Possibly 3,344 files in the site that are using things that might break Joomla 5. So they need the Joomla 5 compatibility plugin. And so what I can do to see what's not working on this site here is I just click on investigate, and it's going to give me 100 files at a time. And I could just go down and see. So for instance, right now, the version of convert forms, convert forms, that I have on this site is not Joomla 5 compatible. I don't want to say that because it does. And any of these extensions we talk about, I'm not slagging on them or anything like that. It's just right now they're using stuff that has Joomla 4 dialect in it, and Joomla. And they need the compatibility thing to work, and they'll get changed. Like for instance, of course, Tassos is going to update things. I should mention up here too that there's some notes here. So this tool, use this tool to view matches of the content of files we are flagging for manual review. All right, there may be false positives. They're not dumb string matching, not PHP token parsing. Well, I think dumb string matching is just kind of looking for certain words. And if it finds it, it just does it. So it says we are dumb string matching. Yeah. So it's looking for, I don't know, if bacon was a Joomla 4 term, then it would find everywhere that has bacon in the file. But who knows? Maybe you put a footnote. Someone put a footnote under Joomla 5 compatible extension and said, if you like this, buy me bacon. Who knows? So this is dumb matching. Admin tools and Akiba backup are excluded. You can use the Joomla 5 compatible versions from their developers, so that's already out. So Nicholas is using the above kind of alias. All right. And we excluded JCE. Ryan has chosen to implement his own class loader to re-alias, remove class names to their new fully qualified class names. So he's got his own thing happening. You can use the Joomla 5 compatible versions from the developer. All right. So there's Joomla 5 compatible version, and so basically what that means is that JCE does not need the compatibility plugin. Ryan has got his own stuff going on, so you could turn off Joomla 5 compatibility plugin, and JCE is not going to break things. Ivor says convert forms is already fixed for compatibility fixes for Joomla 5. Okay, so I probably just don't have the latest version installed, or maybe I do have the latest version and I need to run a new compatibility, a new audit, which maybe I'll get going here. while we look at other things. All right, so we can scroll down here and we see convert forms. All right, all these files have stuff in them. And let's load another 100. And we will scroll down here. And I know, oh, and then we get into COM Extensions Manager CK. Oh, and look, DB Replacer is using something. Look, we can even click here and see what the code is that's being used. And remember, these are suspect. Suspect content line 15. Use Joomla CMS file system folder. Now, I think maybe Regular Labs is J5 compatible. So, but I'm not sure. And again, these are just dumb matches, like it says. But now we get into Extension Manager CK and Maxim Menu CK here, and what else? And plugins that go with Maxim Menu CK. I know some of the CK stuff is not yet. It still requires the compatibility, backward compatibility plugin. But I have seen that Cedric is coming out with things, as we see mentioned here. Raxo is another extension company. So Cedric is coming out with things, and slowly but surely we'll see these. And that's why it's going to be cool to see when we are able to. Oh, Bjorn says, yes, they are according to them. So these are probably false positives, and it might that we were looking at there. So good to know. And again, we're going to test to see if sites are ready and look at how to do that. So this is really, these are things that we need to just put our eyes on and know, and it's part of understanding your site. And that's really cool. So, you know, what we could do too is, I imagine what Bjorn's already done, and thank you for doing it, Bjorn, is just go to Regular Labs and look and read the blog and see, oh, if everything's compatible, this must be a false positive. And again, this comes down to managing our sites and our client sites, knowing when we can turn this off. So there's going to be a lot. There's Mobile Menu CK, Page Builder CK, and all that. All right, so I'm going to start another audit on this. Just to test that out. Let's go here, close. I'm going to go to System, Extensions, and Update. The only thing to update here is JCE Pro. I'm going to do that later on. It should update fine, but you know, stuff happens to me when I'm live streaming, so I don't want to get jammed on this here. But Convert Forms is in its current form. So I'm going to go back to my sites here. And I'm going to go to Manage Site, and I'm going to go to Full Audit. I'm going to start a new audit, and we'll see if the Convert Forms disappears from that. All right, or maybe those were false positives. Now let's get into the breaking. Here we are in the back end of the site. I'm going to go to System, and I'm going to go back to Plugins. And here's the Backward Compatibility, and let's put a W in there so that it's the only one. Here's the plugin. And I'm going to turn some of these things off here and see what happens. But before we do that, I want to make sure that I can reactivate things if I lose access to the back end. And to do that, we're going to have a really cool look at the backward compatibility thing here. So this is the web hosting control panel for that basicjoomla.com is on. And oh, Bjorn says backup. Yes, always back up when you're playing around with stuff. I do have this site gets backed up every day. So, but that's a good reminder. Thank you, Bjorn. Back up, back up, back up. All right. So, we're going to go to PHP MyAdmin, and we're going to look at all the databases here. And so here's my lots of basic. All the different databases I have here. And I'm pretty sure that the backup here is, the table for this is NewJew. Because, and we can always check that, of course. Let's close here. Let's go System, Global Configuration. Let's go to Server, and the database is there. Yeah, Jew. All right. So, and that's the name that my one of my interns from last summer, a year ago summer, gave it when they rebuilt this site for me. All right, so plugins. And so here we are, basic Jew, new Jew. Okay, now we have a couple of things. I know for sure that it's a plugin, so it's going to be an extensions table. So we could just go ext to filter here, and there we go. we've got, excuse me, here's extensions, 383 rows, and we can just go there and browse. Or, you know, for those of you that are watching that maybe are new to PHP or my PHP admin, I can search for backward, right? So I'll search in all of the tables because it doesn't take that long. We'll go. That was fast. Search, select all tables, backward, at least one of the words, go. And let's see, I was thrown off because this column is not sticking out. But I think if we go down, we should find, oh, wouldn't you know it? Is this not, maybe this plugin is not called that. Maybe backward's not in the plugin name. All right, let's go back. The table, we'll go to extensions. All right, here's extensions. And it's, you know, because this is Joomla 5, and this is a site that was migrated from 3 to 4 and then updated from 4 to 5, the backward compatibility plugin will have a very high extension ID because it was added at the end. So if I filter by extension ID, I can look down here and see what this thing is called. Convert forms, update to privacy, it's guided tours. No, where is this? Okay, well, I thought I could find this easy. There's the new schema org things. Well, isn't that just crazy? Let's show all lines here. Convert web services, give a better front end link. No, those are. Oh my! Oh, there you go. Behavior compat. Ah, that's what got me. All right. So what we could have done here is behavior with. We could have gone to the. Just to show you what I was trying to do before. Search for behavior. Check the ID and plugins. Good idea as well. Oh man. So if I search for behavior and go, now I could scroll down. We're going to find extensions. I'm going to browse, and it'll shoot me down to the bottom here. And there's 3: plugin behavior versionable. That's a very old. That's an older one. That's not what we're looking for. And behavior taggable. Now, what Johan said I could have done was this. I could go and see. Here's the listing for the plugin here. Behavior backward compatibility. It's ID 419, which would have really helped me find things fast too, because I can click here. I can filter for extensions. All right, we're viewing the whole list. Browse, and we are looking for. I didn't eat breakfast today. 419. Oh, and there it is. There, behavior compatibility. Now, great. So we're there. When we edit this, we can see the properties that are in here, and what we're going to do is get down here to the parameters for this plugin, and you'll see class aliases 1, ES5 assets 1, removed asset 1. So those settings correspond to the settings in the plugin, and 1 is on and 0 is off, as it probably always is, except who knows, in whatever crazy exception somewhere. But a set, if I turn class aliases off and say yes to turning it off, then that gets changed to a 0 in the back end of the site. So now all we have to do is let's break this. How's our audit coming along here? Yeah, it's zipping along. All right, so let's break this. Let's turn off class aliases first. Yeah, and that's okay. Class aliases. We're going to turn that off, and we'll go save. Aha! Bop, 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 bop. Broke the back end. And did we break the front end? We sure did. Now, I forgot to turn on error reporting. And this is why we want to find it in the database, because I cannot go to system and global configuration, turn on error reporting here, right? So let's just go back to the plugin here. Now we'll go into here. Now we already had this open, so we know that class alias is a 0. Right now it's a 0, but this shows a 1. I'm going to go down here and just save this. All right, save that one. And now we'll go back here and refresh. Oh my goodness. Maybe I didn't do that. Let's see. Let's go back. Edit. Oh. I guess because I made no changes to the record, no changes were saved. All right. Johan says your connection is unstable. I haven't seen any notices about that. Are you getting that from the feed, Johan? I think everything. I've not gotten any warnings here. Let me just check in my studio tools here. Viewer activity. Oh, stream health. No, it's good here, so it might be happening to you. All right, so now I'm going to go into here and I'm going to change that to a 1. Good to know that you have to make changes for the saves to happen. Refresh. All right, now good. Now let's go back here to and the site will be working. And that's we'll close this here. All right, so let's close. Let's go system open in and open global configuration. And I'm going to go to system debug and I'm going to go server and I'm going to go to maximum and we'll save that. Okay, now let's go back into behavior backward compatibility thing here. Sorry, I've lost my chat screen here. Only for my feed, but the rest is fine. Okay. Oh, Bjorn says there too. Okay. Maybe I'm being punished by Europe. All right, so let's turn off class aliases. We're going to save. And now, see, this is the beauty of this. We can now see that, oh, Page Builder CK does not work with that setting turned off. And that's one of the ones that we didn't get to alphabetically. One of the ones we didn't get to alphabetically going through the audit from my sites because it was way down and we didn't look at all 3,000 files. But so if you were testing your site and you see if Page Builder, you would say, hey, what's not compatible here? Oh, Bjorn's using VPN in Canada. Okay, so he says it's fine there. If you're using, if you were testing this on your site, you would say, Page Builder CK is not working with the compatibility plugin turned off. And of course, now when we go here, that's what probably what the error is going to be, unless it'll be something else. No, Page Builder CK. All right. Now, I don't know what else we can test there. Well, it's okay. This is my live site, right? So, what I have to do is go back here. This is my site, so I can break it whether it's live or not. 419 behavior compatibility. I'm going to go edit. I'm going to go back down here. I'm going to change this to 1. All right. And actually, why don't we change ES5 assets to 0? Let's turn that one off using this method. Go. And let's see if we get a different error here. Ah, there you go. Now notice here it's off. So Page Builder CK is using some classes that are J4 classes. All right. But it's not using any ES5 assets. All right. Now let's see. We could go here and refresh. Oh, and the page works. And I can close this here. So that's now judging from this toggle inline hub, it looks like activate this option if your extension requires removed assets. These assets provided are empty, but prevent the exception. Okay, I don't know. We'll see. Let's turn that off too. Oh, and that we got the back end still there. And there you go. Excellent. Well, let's have some fun. Let's go to System. Manage extensions, and let's see here. Let's go page builder. Johan says it's raining. Oh, it's probably the issue. Johan says, tip for next time, Akiba Panopticon. Bjorn says, yes, Akiba Panopticon is a great tool. Yeah, I'm not going to be reviewing Akiba Panopticon on the channel here. One of the obvious reasons is that it is a competitor to our channel sponsor, MySites.guru. Another thing is that I like MySites.guru because it has a whole suite of tools. It has a lot of stuff that Akiba Panopticon does not have. And there are other reasons why I'm not going to. And so, I shall move on from that. Okay, so, all right. So, Page Builder CK, let's turn that off. No, don't uninstall it. Disable it. Now let's go back to class aliases, and let's turn that off. And go save. And then look, now we get a different plugin that is a problem, and it is Scroll Talk. What on earth is Scroll Talk? Does it work on the site here? Oh, it's broken. Scroll Talk. Huh. Well, let's go into here. And let's go down to the behavior compatibility. And, is it scroll to CK? Is that a CK thing? Hello, Amy. Welcome to the channel. It's the first time I've seen your name here. Chris says it's scroll to CK. Okay. So, again, that's another CK thing. All right. So let's go back to the compatibility thing here. We're going to go to 1. And that's going to... I think that should probably do it, right? Let's see. All right, and let's refresh. Yeah, it is. That is the thing. So we could probably, just to play around, go to, let's do this, CK. Let's filter all things that, I can't do CK. Let's do a filter. Let's select the package. For SEO Akiba English JC. Select the folder. Oh my goodness. Select extensions. Hello, Imran. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to filter non-core extensions. And I got a lot of CK stuff on here, so let's do this. We're just playing around now while we wait for that other thing. It's a plugin. Yeah, I'm just going to turn off all the CK stuff. CK stuff does not have their own extensions here. So here, folder it looks like. Yes, and Amy, you did ask a question. I was going to get to that. Amy asked, which extension are you are using to export a copy of user login history? All right. Thank you, Amy. Thanks for those kind comments. Mary says she's never needed to export it, but she knows ROCSVI can do all sorts of exports. Not free, but she gave you a link to the extension there. The other thing too is, Amy, I'll show you how you can look in your database and you can export that. All right, just using your web hosting control panel. So we'll look at that in just a second. All right, so here are all of the extensions that have CK in them. All right, so even package. So I don't want to do that, but I'm going to select them all. And I'm going to go down. So I don't need Akiba. No, not that. Not that. All right. Page Builder CK. Console Backup. No. Convert Forms. Google Analytics. No. Page Builder CK. Yeah. CK. Not that. Joomla CK Updater. Yeah. All these have CK in them. All right. That's great. So we're going to unpublish those. And... yeah, that's all of those done. Okay, Akiba backup notification. No. JCE. There's scroll to CK. All right. Page Builder CK is off. Stage it. do that. System, max menu CK, we leave that checked. CK there. Task, we keep it back up. Template creator CK, yeah, we'll turn that off for now. Web services, all right. If I've done this right and I disable these all, hey, Rudiger, yes, Rudiger. You know what? After all this traveling and being back and forth and stuff like that, do we have a date set for you to come on? Rudiger had a really good comment too, which I've not replied to on my YouTube channel, on the YouTube channel, after showing, after Maintenance Monday. Okay, not yet. All right, we'll hammer that down. Maintenance Monday, looking at the, what was Maintenance Monday about? Oh my goodness. Anyways, one of the things, anyways, his comment was, if you notice something is not working, don't forget to contact the developer to let them know. Yeah. I know what it was. Deprecated, warning, and notice messages. Can you just ignore them? And in a lot of cases you can. But his point was, don't forget to notify the extension developer that it's there, because that can be helpful. And I totally did not think of that. And that was, so I'm going to have to make some kind of, I think I might actually make a YouTube short. I'm trying to make some shorts for the channel. I made 30 cents off one of those shorts. So, anyways, I'm not doing the shorts for the money, but I left monetization on for those because monetization is off on my channel because MySites.guru sponsors it. So I'm making money from that. That said, YouTube may still display ads, but anyways, I don't want to pollute things with ads. So if I have it off, that'd be fine. I'll only be making like $5 a month anyways from ads. But I figured because shorts is something new that I'm doing, I would leave monetization on. In fact, I looked to make sure it was on. I couldn't even see how to turn it off. So it's a new thing. All right, I've turned off all the CK stuff. All right, and I'm going to click on class alias, save. Hey, and look, it works now because CK is off. Now, if I refresh, here's a new thing here. The NR framework. See, and here, can I zoom this in? I can. Notice class JFactory not found because it's not compatible with Joomla 5. All right, JFactory. I think that's just a J4 thing. Now this NRF framework. Let's go back. Let's make this 0. Control 0 back. All right, and let's go to plugins. And let's go NRF filter here. NRF. No. Non-core extensions. Core extensions. No, I wonder what that is. We can see the folder plugin system NR framework. And then look, NR framework is feed convert forms. Plugin system convert forms. Okay, so it could be that. I don't know. But anyways, the long and short of it is that we know that this site is not going to run without the backward compatibility plugin, and it's kind of cool to see how it's working and where the settings are. So I'm going to go back here and do this, and save. Put that all back on for that site. That's going to fix this here, right? Oh yeah, it comes on. Interesting, because that page builder CK is still disabled, and I'm going to CK. Yeah. Hey, what? I'm going to group by ID here too. Here. All right. And what the heck is going? Oh, core extensions, non-core extensions. Here we go. Filtered here, and again. I'm just looking for things that are checked, that are off, that I want to leave off. So CK stuff, yeah, this is all good. Extension that I don't need the Virtumart CK on. that plugin, so don't need to be loading that. Just leave this here for now. JCE, that can all be on. System backup on update. I don't want that on. So other than that, I can enable all these things, and the site is back to where it should be. And I go refresh like this, and there we go. It loads. And look, there's our live stream from today. All right, so cool. Now let's just go back here. Our audit is done on mysites.guru. So now it's been finished here 22 minutes ago. It looked at audited every single file on the site. I'm going to investigate and the compatibility. And now I should have kept the window open before. But now it says convert forms analytics.php. Now again, these might be false positives, right? Although there's JFactory. I think JFactory is. Oh, the list of classes we search for can be found in Joomla 5 GitHub. All right. Let's see. JFactory requirements. Register. Again, I stumbled into some code here. A, B, C, D, E, F. All right, here's the whole list of all the stuff that's changed, I guess. JFactory. All right. Oh, JFactory. Okay, yeah. Register alias JFactory, and I think it gets changed to Joomla CMS Factory. And this is like 6.0. So I'm gonna guess now that again, not to create panic amongst the village, but I think that that in Joomla 6, the stuff from Joomla 4 is not going to work, but Joomla 4 is supported for 2 years until October 17th, 2025. I'm pretty sure that that's it. And so what we're going to see is that when Joomla 6 comes out, they're going to say all that stuff from Joomla 4 from a couple of years ago, it will no longer work. The other thing, too, I wanted to mention is this whole thing of, because I have seen at least one third-party extension come across the Facebook group being shared, where you can install it and it will continue to do this. It will make older things work. And I think in one hand, that's really cool. But the other thing is that it's sort of like having it's just sort of like ripping off the Band-Aid, right? And again, I don't want to be judgy. But, I still have from Maintenance Monday. Hello, Zone 59. Good to have you on here. I think this is your first time as well. Same as with Amy. And Amy, we're gonna get your question very soon. Zone. So I still have a Joomla 2.5 site, as you saw from Maintenance Monday when I was getting those errors coming up. It's just, even though it takes a lot of work, or some work, or even it's just the time to concentrate, the more you put off updating to the latest Joomla site, or the more you put off using extensions that are current, the more likely you are to end up in a spot. Now, I'm not. So it's up to the extension developers to update their stuff, right? But if let's suppose that someone created a plugin that would allow Joomla 1.5 stuff to work in Joomla 5. Eventually you just got to pull the Band-Aid off and get your site in a current thing. I gave a quote for someone who was looking to migrate from Joomla 3 to Joomla 4. And in that particular case, I discovered that their template, which they really, really wanted to keep, was an old Joomla 2.5 template that had been, I would say, mangled to work in Joomla 3, and they wanted to somehow keep working in Joomla 4. And when they asked me, when I was giving a quote and talking about what would be involved, it kept coming up that there was quite a few things that were in that template that they didn't want broken, and the person who's been doing it for a long time didn't want broken. They were concerned that I didn't understand all that was going on in there. And I looked at it and I made a little video for them. I said, hey, now's the time to update this to something current. And I didn't think it was going to be that hard, but they felt that it would be. Recreating their template in Template Creator CK. So I'm just saying is these adapters are great, and I'm not against them. But also I think there is some wisdom to be heard that don't keep putting off updating or making your site current and running in the current things because for whatever reasons. And I understand those reasons, and there's things that I'm behind on because I just don't have the brain bandwidth to sit down and figure them out. Anyways, so yes, there might be things that come along that extend compatibility even further, but hey, get everything running. Because here's the thing: as I said, when you're using extensions that are all compatible with Joomla 5, they're all using the Joomla 5 jargon, then your site's going to be faster. And we know all the benefits of a faster site. It's nicer to work on. It's better user experience. Search engines like it better for results and that. So, all right, enough talk about that. Rudiger says he decided to write his extensions from scratch for J5, so he's rewritten complete version. Okay, cool. Bjorn confirms J4.4's end of life, October 17th, 2025. Yeah, I wonder, is there going to be any more Joomla 4s other than 4.4? Probably, maybe there'll be like 4.4.1 or something, but all right. And he's given a link here to the Joomla docs here for that. Oh yeah, and there's the release versions. Okay. Yeah, so end of life and is 2 years. So long story short, and you guys can click that link there. You will see this page here. There you go. Joomla 4.4, end of life, October 17th, 2025. So 5 is going to be around for... interesting. And this is a mistake here. Migration from Joomla 4.4. No, it's not a migration. That is an update. That is a mistake that a volunteer has missed. All right, so yeah, some convert form stuff here. So there still is some stuff in there that has that. Although these could be false positives, right? 69 lines on this in this file. Line 22, pbit jtext. Yeah, I think that's a false positive. I don't see anything there. The other thing too is that you can do with this tool is you can look right at the file. Oh, JText, echo JText. Oh, maybe that's what it is. All right. Well, I think, yeah, so is JText one of those things here? Let's go here, F3, JText. Yeah, JText, okay. Loader, register alias JText, and then this is what it is here for 6. So, unless I don't have the latest version, there is some stuff there. Now, let's get to Amy's question. All right. Amy, and anybody, if there's stuff that you want from... Okay, so Zoom says it's only text now. All right, so unless I have missed, for some reason, the latest version of Convert Forms is not showing up for me to update on this site, there's still some things there. All right, now let's look at this. If you want to get data out of a table for your Joomla site, and a one-time thing, go to your database, go to the table you want to export. So let's look for a log. All right. So here's the action log. Here's the user log. Action logs users. All right. I don't have a lot set up here, so but I'm going to browse, and here's no, that's not it. Just a sec here. All right, let's see. Because not maybe let's see, action logs. Let's see. Let's look at this action logs here. It's 1,000 rows, 1,100 rows. Okay, so you see here this action, mysites.guru modified the file detected. mysites.guru logged in. Joomla user logged in. That's me logging in. These are just things. MySites.guru taking snapshots. Things that are updated. MySites.guru is a user. So what you can do here is click on, while you're viewing this table here, click on Export. And then exporting rows from the Actions log table. You can export it as SQL, but here in PHP-MyAdmin, you also have the option to export it as a, hey, let's export it as a PDF, because I'm doing that because that will open up in the browser. But you can export it here as the Microsoft Word 2000. You can export it as CSV for Microsoft Excel or just CSV. But let's just do it as a PDF. And we'll export. And I'm going to save this to delete. And now I can open this up. This is and there you go. I've got all that information. Now, PDF is not the best choice, right? Because this is kind of, I can't do anything with this. I mean, I can read it, but let's try something different. Let's export to CSV for, yes. Well, Amy, I picked that one because, yes, exactly. Imran, CSV files for everything. And Imran also says people always like to keep their previous looks and feels of their website, even after updating the website. That's why you need to rebuild the template. Old template is familiar to regular visitors. Yeah, if you want to keep with new look. Now, that said, remind me to tell you about a client about that. So, Amy, which logs table? Let me see which one you're asking. You want it to login history. All right. So what you want to do, first of all, you have to find the table. So let's just do that here. Let's look. We'll search for login. Action to log users. I think action logs. Let's see. I mean, this might not give the formatting that you want. Action logs, we looked at that. Action logs users, this shows this shows what, no, things that, no, that's not it. I think it is this, log. And of course, the GOL1 L underscore is actually the prefix for my database. So action logs, let's see, browse. Oh, here's the action here. The user logged in. So this is going to tell you which user number logged in. All right. So let's do this. Let's export. And I'm going to export this table, and I'm going to export it to CSV for Microsoft Excel. And I'm going to export all rows. So she has to filter for login. All right. So what, Rudiger, I think what you're saying is this, is that if I go to that table and see, unfortunately here, I can only see 25 rows at a time. Let's say we go 500. All right, that's going to bomb through there. Now, I'm going to search for login. All right, so in the first 500 records, I get these lines. Okay, good tip there, Rudiger. And we see, I only have one user on here, right? 607. That's me, really. There's a few users. I'm the only one that goes in here. I can check these. I can export. I can pick the format to go CSV from MS Excel. Now, note export method. If I go custom display all options, no, it's not helping anything there. Just ignore that in that case. And I export this. Okay, now I'm going to export this value here. Action logs there. All right. And now if I open this up, you can't see this in the screen capture. And but I'm being invited to open up that file with Excel on my computer. And oh, you know what? It didn't export just those lines. But what it did do was open up a CSV of, I'm just trying to see here. It did export it to a file where I could at least begin to manipulate the data. So I don't have a screen set up to show Excel right here now. And that's not really the best thing. So I think what you would want to do, Amy, is close this, is you would want to find that action log, all right, for your file, export it, and play around with which one of these codes is the best, formats is the best for you to try. And for me, oh, okay, I've got to, let me just create a new window here. This is going to be a little bit of a trick as I do this in OBS. I'm going to do a new display capture, window capture, and Excel. And I'm going to go here. And, oh, okay, here we go. And now, I think I've put that on there. Yes, and now I put this in the proper order. Okay. Yeah, Rudiger's right. Imran, I wouldn't export as SQL because Amy is looking for some way to read the information. Now, as you will see here as I make this resized, so I export it. Let's see. I exported. Oh my goodness, this is. Yeah, I exported the data from the action logs table. All right, from the actions logs table, and open it up. I did it as CSV, just CSV, and now here we have information, and we could. You could then from here filter for things that log in. In fact, I don't want to turn this into an Excel thing because I'm not great at it, but let's sort and filter, and where the ID, no, let's see. Anyways, that'll get you in there. Filter. Upgrade logged in. So we look for logged. All right. Plugin action Joomla user logged in. Sure. And now if we somehow I have to apply this filter, which I don't know how to do. Ivor says, will the database table also show everything if the I can't quite see because I've got if the log was purged from back end. No, the database will empty. If you purge it, it gets shrunk down to nothing. Anyways. Okay, so Amy, that's what you want to do. CSE will be fine. Want to keep the copy export weekly because it captures with the client login authentication stuff. Yeah, that will do it. You could then, create a macro that removed anything else that was here, or whatever you're doing with database. And sorry that let me just turn this off here. Sorry that even though we're filtering, I'm just not that great with PHP my admin. I get by with a little help from my friends. And again, this was 500 pages. And then search this table for login. So that's only the first 500. So probably better to just export the whole thing and then come up with some kind of filter. Or you could even sort by a column that only has logged in, and then you could just kind of go through. In fact, let's just do that. Let's turn this on here. Let's go back. Oh, why am I not seeing that? I'll turn that on there. No. Huh. Excel? Did I close it? Oh, I closed it. Oh, no, here it is here. Oh, now you can see it. Okay. I think you guys can see this here. Yeah. So what you could do is you could sort by, let's see, what would be, we sort by com users, no action, login. Yeah. So if we filter by this and sort A to Z, I mean, again, then you kind of get everything all put together. Or you could at least, oh, here's login here. So here's install. Look, you could just basically take that and then you could delete, and then you have everything that you need from all the logins looking back. And to speak to Ivor's question, does the database table get emptied? Yes. So if we go back into here and go to users at user action log, and if you purge, let's see, clear. Oh, we go to options, and then not logging that. There's a way to set the purging to do the oldest stuff. Like I have things in here from February, so that's bigger than it needs to be. So and in fact, I think that's a My Sites thing too, where I could find that setting. If I go here and go to manage site, you can export it from the back end. Bjorn, where do you export it from the back end? That would be handy. I'll do a tutorial on that. Let's go a quick snapshot. Let's see. Do I have purge for 30 days? I thought that was a thing. I think I have that on there. You can export it from the back end. Oh, export to... Oh! Oh, and look it up here. Okay, well, definitely I should do a tutorial on this. Watch, let's view 500 things here. And now we're going to filter the extension. I think this will be check-in, login. What is that going to be? That's here. That's filter for log, LOG. I haven't logged in for a while, so that's why. Let's go here. Oh, CyberSalt logged into admin. So you can do logged in. We could filter for anything logged in. No, logged in did not work. Amy says, user manage, users wish they have export as all CSV function. Let's see here. Sorry, I have to bump this up because I can't. Okay. Users wish they had an export as all CSV. Well, there's export as all, but I think what we can do here is F3, LOGGED, CyberSalt logged in. It's a users type thing, extension. All right, so that's clear. Let's go here. Users. And there's a record of all the logins. And now I can select them all and export selected as CSV. And now we're going to do that. And now I'm going to open that. And let's see, I'm going to turn on Excel. And now I can go here. Again. Oh, this is failed attempt to login was made. All right. Oh, and this is the ID. These are highest. These are the oldest. Here's my logins from today. So that gives you the information of who's logged in. All right. Well, good question, Amy. Good answer, everybody else, especially Bjorn, who said you can just export it. And hooray for me, another video to make. Woohoo. All right. So, yeah. Well, how about that? Now, I'm going to try, the next I'm going to see if StageIt is compatible with Joomla 5. If it's working in Joomla 5 with compatibility on. But the first thing that I want to do is this. Tidy this up. Turn off Excel as a resource. Oh, Bjorn. Oh, Bjorn slays me. Helps to read what's on the screen. Yeah, it's good to read what's on the screen. It's a lot easier to do when you're not talking all the time by yourself, too. But I don't read. That's why I make videos. All right. So first thing that I want to do is up here. I want to go here, and I'm going to create a new task for myself, and this is Maintenance Monday. Let's see, basic Joomla. Will that do it? Yeah, basic Joomla. Maintenance Monday episode IDs. I'm going to say export user logs from in Joomla. And I'm going to put Bjorn, so I remember to mention that. Assign that to myself there. Set a date at some point in the future I'll get reminded. Why not the 15th? No, not the 15th. I'll be busy that day. Create that new task. Great. All right. Well, if I'm going to check StageIt, let's just do it right on this Joomla site here. Let's go here. And we're going to go System, and we're going to install extensions. I don't have StageIt on here. Oh, I do have StageIt on here already. Wow. I think this works. All right. Oh, all right. Well, let's make a copy. You also have logging in global configuration logging. Okay, let's check that out while that StageIt copy is made. Let's close that. Let's close this. Global configuration logging system. Global configuration logging. Yes, I do have a video coming up on what to log and not in the error messages here. because this, and I think this is for, um, errors, but this is the custom logging. What are our priorities here? Yeah, this is for error reporting. Log categories. A common list, separate list of log categories to include or exclude. Common log categories include but are limited to database create error deprecated if empty, custom logging is disabled. Log category mode. Database. Okay, so custom logging. Oh, you can get pretty fancy there. You can also set what do you want logged. If you only want errors or critical things logged. Interesting. So, I'll have to check into that. Stage it back here. It's done running. Let's go log in. Yeah, the person that said to ask me when Stage It was going to work on Joomla 5, I think they were having a problem with their login screen because because Stage It and Migrate Me 4 run Joomla in a subfolder of the live site. Sometimes in the htaccess rules that you have, JavaScript and CSS files get compressed the second time, and so when when your browser goes to open them, it only tries to uncompress once and then it's broken. So I think that's what was happening with them there. Okay, well, you know what? It's a little bit dark back here, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Maybe. I wore a white shirt because it works better in the white background on my for the green screen removal. I don't have a green screen. I got a white screen. But I noticed that if I have a dark shirt on, it gets really confused. But a light shirt gets it much better. So, although, there you go. You can sort of see things back there. All right, well, there we go. We broke some stuff, figured out how to fix it, saw what was happening, and that's going to happen. This is also good practice for me, too, because I'll probably make some tighter videos later on, just so, because people see these live streams, and they don't understand how much fun we're having here together. They just think, oh, my goodness, he talked about that for like an hour and a half. Oh, stick a fork in me, I'm done. So, Stefan said I should have a green screen to make separation better from skin tones. Yeah, could do that. But you know what? The green screen, the background removal that Zoom does is incredible. Compared to what OBS is doing here is not the best. And sometimes you'll notice the removal that's happening in my edited videos that I do with Camtasia, that removal is also kind of sketchy. So one of the things I've done to make it better is I actually have, like my desk chair, I took the back off of it. I just lifted up out of a little slot that it fits in. And so that makes for it to be a lot better too. All right, so that's pretty much what I had planned for breaking. Why don't we just take a quick look while we're here and go to extensions and install. Did I remember everything? Oh, what was that? There's something I was going to come back to. Oh, what was it? We got Amy's question, but what was it? Oh, so is that out there? Remember what I was missing here? Oh, the database tables. Yes. I think that was it. If I lose track of something, just let me know. Mary says she went to a video that I did in the privacy plugin 3 years ago, and the first 10 minutes out of 1.5 hours was about it, and people can skip through as it's needed. I've had people complain about the length, as you know, and I've said, hey, no, it's just me hanging out. And over the years, over 226 episodes, we have come to enjoy hanging out together, and I enjoy it. So that's good. All right, so system, let's go to, let's go to users, user action log. If I just go delete, oh, delete selected items. Oh, clear log. All right, I'm going to clear that. Now, when we go to the database here and search on the log, oh, it's still there. Okay, come on. I don't think that's cached. Let's see. Oh, because no, I'm not in. Oh, I'm in stage it. Yeah. Ah, Bjorn, you beat me. You're right. Let's go back. Let's go back some more. I will have to log in again. There we go. Going to go to users, system. No, sorry. Users, manage, logs, user action logs, clear log, yes. You could also hunt and peck and select certain things. And also, do we have options to... Oh, look, you can... How about that, Amy? You can say you only want certain things logged. Very cool. All right. Well, I'll have to remember that too. So many videos. All right. So I emptied that. We go back here. We click on user action logs right here. We click and it's empty except for the two things that I just did. Yeah, and the whole thing about Stage It, of course, for those that don't know how Stage It works, is it creates a copy of your site in a subfolder, and it also creates a copy of all of your tables. So if I go and search for the extensions, you'll see here's some tables that are stg underscore. And those are the ones that are for the staging copy. And then when you make changes, you can push it back. You know what, Ivor? It says it's difficult to see if you're in Stage It in Joomla, but here's the problem. If we go to System and go to Plugins, and I go to Stage It, I often do not turn this on. There is a Stage It plugin that tells you up here. See, I just never turn it on. And now I can switch to the staging area, and there we are. Now, because there's no bar up there because I made the staging copy before I turned that plugin on. But I can still just go into here and turn that on. Yes, you're welcome. And now it's orange. Isn't that a great color? I didn't even ask for that. So now orange. Hey, everybody, you're in the staging environment. Switch to there. And you're there. So yeah, you can do that. I should probably do a video on that. I have a bunch of videos for Migrate Me 4. I want to make them for Stage It, and that would be a good one too. So let's see. Let's go just to basic Joomla. No, yeah, basic Joomla. Produced videos. I don't think yeah, here we go. Stage It. Plugin. Yeah. Which are you in? All right. Okay, so let's assign that to me, and let's put this to again, throw it in the future there. We'll see. It's just a handy way for me to look. All right. Yeah. All right. So we're in the live environment. Let's go to System. Let's go to Install Extensions. Let's see what's new. Install from Web. Current Joomla version. Review recently. Newest first. All right. See what's new this week. Get your YouTube videos. Yeah, so there is a UTheme Pro. Get your YouTube videos accessed via dynamic content to UTheme Pro. Install and set up plugin API channel. All right, so I wonder if they have a demo of that. Let's have a look at it. I'm just curious. I don't do the U theme, but they do have a demo. This is just for displaying stuff straight from a YouTube channel. And, oh, there you go. Yeah, a nice look. Oh, they got a duration. No, that's cool. I wonder if you put in the duration, you actually manually put in what it is, or it automatically reads it. Hey, let's see. Do they have a channel here? Oh, Joomla Pro. I don't know this guy. Oh, he's a Swedish developer, is he? Okay, cool.
Here comes another video. This is about our reconstruction of the JPU theme login extension.
Cool. I didn't know. I just discovered there's a couple other channels that are making videos the other day, and I was thinking about making a video showing some of the other ones. Mary says he does a lot of U-theme stuff. He has got some of your money recently. Oh, cool. There's good number of subscribers there. And Joomla Pro, cool. Good for him. It's good that people are making videos because that helps people. That builds up the program there. So, and latest month he's doing, yeah, all right. And they've made a lot of advanced extensions for U-theme. Cool. So that one, yeah, nice. All right. Let's go back. This Joomla ends user sessions. All right, let's see that. Open a new tab. It's paid download. This Joomla end user sessions task plugin will reset all user sessions each time it will run. Users will be forced to relog in if remembered me is not enabled. You can select if you will apply it for both front and back end or front end only. That's cool. I've got one client who has, it shows they have thousands of users watching because I think there's sessions, that session problem. I haven't solved it, but that would do it. I wonder how much you pay for something like that. Let's see. They also have a demo. Let's see. So, oh, and we've got a link here. This might not be working. Of course, these are plugins that work with this right inside Joomla's Task Manager, probably. Let's see. That's an interesting approach here. I'm not sure if this is working or not. But, no. Oh, did I put that in the wrong place? Oh, I forgot the H. I missed the H. There we go. Okay, so here's where I think maybe that's a link that's not showing up there. I think I'll leave that open and check. I'm interested in checking those out and having a look. And there's 3 here. It looks like they're all 3 that were together. I saw someone sharing this as well. All right, reCAPTCHA 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that in Joomla 5, I think, who was telling us? I think Olivier was saying that reCAPTCHA 2 was removed because it doesn't work. And we kind of know that. That reCAPTCHA 2, I'm not a robot, it still gets bypassed somehow. But here someone has made a plugin for Joomla 3. It's free. Register and re-admin CAPTCHA. Yeah. Get your site secret keys. No demo. This is built into Joomla 5, but I think maybe it's going to friendly CAPTCHA. Oh, for 3, 4, and 5. Cloudflare turnstile. Oh, this is interesting. I'm interested to know about that. Let's see. Turnstile is Cloudflare's smart capture alternative. It can be embedded in any website without sending traffic through Cloudflare and works without showing visitors. Oh, I'm interested in checking that out. Because I've been using Cloudflare on stuff. Oh. What's more, Turnstile stops abuse and confirms visitor wheel without the data privacy concerns of that awful UX that captures stuff. Register at Cloudflare to get your site and secret keys and set up domains. Oh, I gotta check that out. That would be exciting if that solved some reCAPTCHA issues. Wow, man, I just every week I'm happy that I show up for this live stream. Besides getting to hang out with all of you, yeah. Word count for articles. I think this might be Michael Russell's, yeah. And I just saw that he was working on it, and it's kind of neat. I didn't know if it's going to be free or paid, but basically, let's see what this says here. You display the word count for articles. I should read what this does. Include trashed articles. Please support the word. This module displays a list of articles on a Joomla website, who wrote them, and optionally a link to each article and the word count for each article. A word is defined as a string of text. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, so okay, interesting. All right, and then yeah, I did. What caught my attention was he has a graph here, and let's see about that. All right, maybe I'll do a little video with him, have him show it. I haven't talked to him for a while. All right, so JT Maps. What's JT Maps? Maps are always interesting. JT Maps supports Apple Maps and Google Maps. It's a plugin for Joomla 4 and 5. It allows you to easily and attractively display maps in your website's article and pages. The plugin offers a wide variety of features, including point placement, different map types, map positioning. Oh, this is all right. Advantages of JT Maps. Let's see the demo. That's an Apple map. Okay. Demo Apple Maps. Demo G Maps. All right. I wonder what that is. Is this? Oh, this is a demo, right? Is that? It's a free download. No, that's not it. Let's go back. Yeah, it's a free download. Cool. Joomla, great. Let's see here. What do we got happening for time here? Webcraft JT Maps. Okay, and I think this is what we looked at. So here's some other U theme that got added. Channel grid. I am tempted by U theme. It's just I know it's a whole new thing to learn. Did we look at this last week? This one here. All right. Chrono Admin is a PHP admin alternative for Joomla. Oh. You can use it to manage your database from the Joomla admin area. Oh my goodness. I was going to say shut up and take my money, but it's free. Let's try this right now. Let's try this. Let's download. And let's put this in Joomla 4. Man, there might even be something in here for Amy for doing that exporting. All right, but let's learn from my past. I'm going to go to J5. All right. You know, I've got J3 core, J4 core, and I've got J5 core. And let's log into here. And let's go System, Install Extensions. Yeah, Stefan, I understand that UTheme, UTheme is sort of like a CMS inside of its thing. One thing. What Mary says, unless you need the dynamic conditions, the learning curve is crazy for UTheme, and you're missing CK things a lot working on this new UTheme site you're building. Yeah. Okay, so there's also a paid version of this. All right. Chrono admin free version. Here's the domain, yeah. Okay. Validate. Okay, so free 10 days validation, purchase validation. Hey, let's see how much this is. $7.99 for 30 days. Okay. $27.99 for one domain. 30% discount for 3 items or more. Oh, so you have to, okay, so this is per domain. UTheme is a template and page builder in one. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so, well, let's just see what we could do for free here. Where the heck was I? Components, Chrono admin. Now, if I click on, we were looking at logs, so let's go to action user logs. Oh, which is now empty because we emptied it. Imran, goodbye from yesterday. I hope you have a good sleep and a good day. All right, so let's look at something else. What do we got here? Let's look at the action logs here. Oh, and there's our information. Yeah. A search. Oh, you can actually even change things in here. All right. I could see this definitely worth the purchase if there's a site that you're doing a lot of things on. If you have to use it for buy one for every single domain, then that could get pricey. Although, if you have a client that needs that and wants that, here's a way for them, and I guess as I think about it, if you have a client, so for instance, what Amy had that need, instead of having to train a client to go into their control panel and instead of having to go in and do their control panel, if you want and go in and find things, you could show them how to do things in the back end. Rudiger says he prefers PHP MyAdmin, and Bjorn says it's a high price for a free PHP MyAdmin. Yes. This would work great if someone doesn't have PHP MyAdmin. Rudiger says that might get very messy with uneducated users. Yes, that is true. Although, you know what? Sometimes when people ask me to help and I say I'll take a quick look at their site, they don't give me their web hosting control panel, and I can access the files through Foca Commander or JMP File Manager. So here's an option to just go in and take a quick look at what's going in there as well, just for me. And then I often remove those after anyways. All right. But yeah, someone could say, oh, what's truncate? No, you just broke your site. So we don't want to do that. Let's see, validate now. I want to see what's included or not. Is there comparison? Oh, this is from Chrono Engine. I think they do. I think this is. Yes, and Rudiger, my PHP admin is a lot harder to get to. You're not likely to stumble through and do something. as some people might in the back end of your site, of a site. Oh, look at it. Oh, $7.99. Oh, $27.99. Look at here. It says validate on up to 100 domains. Oh, for $7.99 for 30 days, you could do that. Okay, I was wrong. This is the support. Where it says for one single domain only. I think this is like support. Whereas over here, yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay. Yep. And I think we're caught up to where we were last week when we looked. Yes, we did look at this. Chrono made a decent form builder before. Chrono forms. Yes, I have. It shows up on some Joomla 3 sites, and it's a bit it's different. All right. Well, everybody, I think we're going to wrap it up there. Remember, hey, I didn't change the picture this week. That's a picture from my hometown. Took a couple weeks ago at the park where I was a kid. And a beautiful autumn flower. There's snow there now, I hear. Well, in parts of Ontario. So, everybody, thank you very much for today and for hanging out and helping me and us just talking and getting our Joomla on. Yeah. So, appreciate your support of the channel, ideas and everything. And that's good. So, yeah, I'm got a clear schedule for a while now. Hi, Chris. Thanks. And in fact, my wife is going away for a week to a couple of conferences. I take her to the airport on Sunday. So next week is going to be a quiet week around here. I've got some free meals lined up in some places. I'm probably one that I'm paying for. Hello, Alex. Good to see you. And yeah. My weeks of traveling and visits and that, as wonderful as they are now over. And so I'm grateful that they happened. And now I throw myself into catching up on some work here. You know what? My turn my computer off every night policy is working really well for me. Although I left it on last night because I've got some windows open and things I have to catch up on. So, yeah, that's it for today. Yeah, so everybody, I hope that, as usual, I hope that wherever this finds you, be it morning, afternoon, evening, or tomorrow, that you are well. Until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.